Hi everyone, Jim Paterson of Discovery Group. Tonight we're here for Discovery Days Gold event at the beautiful Exchange Hotel in Vancouver, Canada. And we have the honor of sitting down and having a conversation with K2 Gold's President and CEO, Anthony Margarit. And Anthony blessed us with a presentation today explaining to a lot of the people that were here about just running a gold exploration company in times like these and what you'd look for as an investor. So Anthony, tell us a little bit about the benefits for investors to know the difference between a strong junior explorer and one that may be lacking, let's say, on the management side.
I think when you're looking at junior gold companies and junior exploration in general, you want to focus on management team and board directors. Does the team have a strong track record of generating shareholder value? Have they been involved in projects that were, or companies that were acquired or have made major discoveries in the past?
Yeah. One point I'd like to make about K2 in particular is that your exploration team, your management team has relevant success in the region that you're working now.
Yes.
You're not copper experts that have done a lot of desktop studies, but rather experienced operators in the Yukon, for example. Maybe talk to us about wells.
Yeah, absolutely. Our wells project, located just outside of Beaver Creek in the Yukon. Our Vice President, Eric Beitenhuis, was part of the coffee project development from greenfields exploration through to the acquisition with Corp.
About how far was the coffee project from?
It's about 60 kilometers northwest of our wells projects down in the south. Jody Gibson, our chief geologist. Jody was responsible for the majority of the white gold discoveries with Sean Ryan's group. And Rob Carpenter acts as an advisor to K2. Rob was the CEO of Kaminak, K2's predecessor.
Right. Quite a team, for sure.
Yeah, super solid team. I've worked in the Yukon Northwest Territories a lot, consulted to Kaminak and to Corp after the acquisition. We know the rocks in the Yukon. We've seen deposits like this before.
Mm-hmm. And the chairman of the company also has an important role.
Mr. John Robbins.
In the Yukon, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Executive chairman. John, obviously, and yourself.
I was the director of Kaminak.
Absolutely. So, team's got a tremendous amount of experience in the Yukon, in developing projects like this.
Right. Yeah, so people don't really understand, if you make a discovery, does the team know what to do with it? If they had some success in the past,
exactly,
they're in the right hands.
Yeah, and I think just from a technical standpoint, geologically, the mineralization we see at the wells is very similar to the Kaminak style of mineralization, very similar to the white gold style of mineralization. I think as a team, we understand the exploration recipe, how to look for this style of deposit.
Yeah. You can't say enough about really relevant experience. And all of these guys on your team have spent countless weeks, days, years looking at rocks that were almost the same in Kaminak.
Exactly.
And now they're seeing them again.
Yeah. So we just completed a 12-hole program at the Wells property. We initially set out to drill 10 holes, but I think as a tribute to the experience our team has, we completed those first 10 holes ahead of schedule and under budget, allowed us to drill 2 extra holes. We tested 5 new target areas that haven't been tested before. Really looking forward to seeing these assay results. They should be coming in through the rest of October and all through November.
And talk to us a little bit about, you mentioned the portfolio projects you have and how that benefits shareholders.
Yeah, so with K2, we have 3 projects. We have the Wells project, obviously, in the Yukon that we've been talking about. We've got our SI2 project down in Nevada, just outside of about 60 kilometers northwest of Tonopah. And our Mojave project in Indio County, California. So the SI2 project, we're really happy. We completed a 4-hole drill program this spring. It was a blind epithermal system. It's an analog to the AngloGold Ashanti Silicon 8 to 10 million ounce discovery. The SI2 project was initially identified and staked by the same project generator that identified Silicon. It was the second property that they staked when they were out looking for this buried epithermal type of deposit. We put 4 holes into it this year. We're able to prove that it's a gold-bearing epithermal system. That was our goal with it. We identified 185 meters of continuous gold mineralization. We didn't return the bonanza intercept that we were looking for, but it proves this system was moving a massive amount of gold-bearing fluid. The next step in the exploration on it is going to be to really expand the footprint of mineralization here and see where that gold-bearing fluid trapped and deposited significant amounts of gold.
We wish you well with that one.
Thanks.
And there's a lot of interest.
And then finally our Mojave project. K2 drilled this project in 2020, returned some of the best intercepts in the southwest U.S. in the last decade. Almost 87 meters of 4 grams of gold, all oxide from surface. You know, the property, the land package itself it's massive. It's almost 6,000 hectares. You don't see properties with the expansive mineralization that we see at Mojave. We're currently completing an EIS, an environmental impact statement on the property. We expect to be through this process by late spring of this year, or early spring of this year actually, and planning a 120-hole program, 10,000-meter program with the goal to define a resource, the maiden resource at Mojave. The grades that we returned in the first 18 holes that were drilled in 2020 were fantastic, and we look forward to infilling them and really defining a robust resource there.
I was going to ask you what your news catalysts are, but you just told me.
Yeah, well, I'll go over it one more time. We got assay results coming in from the wells from possibly next week through the rest of October and all of November, and we're working on some creative, non-dilutive financing arrangements for the SI2 project to continue exploration there, and we should be through the permitting process early 2024 for a H1. We expect to be drilling Mojave first half of 2024 next year.
All right. So you got a great team, great portfolio, and a catalyst-rich future.
Exactly.
Way to go. Anthony Margarit, President and CEO of K2 Gold at Discovery Days Gold event here at the beautiful Exchange Hotel.
Thanks a lot, Tim.